We're live?
Yes.
Are we live and alive?
Yes, sir.
We are live and alive! Happy Friday, my friends! I'm here with Mr. Angel.
Hi.
And Miss Julianne in the background. Oh, yeah. Miss Julianne, come pop in real quick, man. Let's see your lovely red dress.
Oh.
You gotta come all the way here.
Okay.
Guys, this is amazing. Come say what's up. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Julianne in the house.
Hello.
Helping us out with our technical. No difficulties though, right?
No.
Straight up. It's how we do it. With today, Friday. Let me see the paperwork. All right, guys. It is a great Friday today, and we're gonna start off with a little song.
Roll another blunt.
Can you help us out here, Mr. Angel?
Oh, for sure.
So, for those of you that haven't heard, Joe Biden is making possession of small amounts of marijuana legal in the United States.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
Yeah. Wanted to go live with my friends, but then I got high. I was gonna sue some people, I don't know why, but then I got high. And then I got high. Guys, this is by far one of the greatest songs talking about getting high. And I'm going to start off today talking a little bit about a couple issues on this beautiful Friday while we roll up. I got an email from a defense lawyer a couple days ago, and a little confusing. It was saying, you know, our client had back surgery in the past. And I emailed the attorney. She was trying to settle the case. I was like, look, my client had prior back surgery. Your tow truck driver smashed into his car, disintegrating the back end. And he's treating for that right now. And she emailed, she's like, are you saying that his back surgery in the past was caused or needed because of the crash that we're here for today? I was like, no, in the past. He had surgery before the crash, before the incident. And ever since 2021, whoa, that was fast. You stuffed it also?
Not all the way.
Oh, you got to stuff it and close the tip. Ever since 2021, there's a PJC, pattern jury charge question, that talks about pre-existing conditions. Remember, the insurance companies would always come and say, well, your client has a pre-existing condition. Like, what does that mean? We all have pre-existing. When we're born, we start dying. We all have pre-existing conditions. But the concept of pre-existing condition was, if you go and play a sport and twist your ankle or tear your knee, then you get hit in a car, involved in a car crash a month later or 2 months later, you can't come and blame the crash caused the knee or ankle injury from the sport injury. People sometimes, unfortunately, do that. But the insurance company took it to a whole next level. Well, your client had a car crash 9 years ago. He has a pre-existing condition. Don't trust the getco.com. The only person in the world to have 2 adjusters from Geico terminated because they thought it was cute to tamper with the litigation process, but to say my client had a pre-existing condition. They were obese. What'd you say? Being a little heavy means you're predisposed to what? Pain and suffering? Being hurt from a car wreck? And they're not there anymore, so we definitely don't have to worry about them. And it's the only case in my career that Geico paid me over the first party policy limits, way before Allstate v. Irwin, where you can get attorney's fees, but they paid over because we caught the adjusters in their game. So this email reads, it sounds to me that you're saying that none of the conditions being treated in the surgery relate to the accident, and your client will not be seeking recovery of any medical expenses or other damages relating to such conditions or the surgery or related treatments. That's not what I said. I said my client had surgery 3 to 4 years prior to the crash, and he has aggravation of his underlying conditions, and he's treating for that. Is that accurate? If not, then it remains my position that failure to permit a medical examination prior to any future surgery or invasive procedure will constitute spoliation, which should, keyword should, she couldn't even say will, should, because she's not confident in her own email. Preclude recovery of any related medical expenses or other damages. Please call me to discuss. Thank you. My friends, where the defense is not accepting liability, is not trying to be responsible for your injuries, never wants to make a fair offer, is going to drag it through the litigation process. She wants to send a spoliation type letter for a human body. It's like me saying, hey, look, I know you were involved in a crash. You can't touch your body anymore. How does that make you feel?
Can't touch my own body.
You can't go and see a doctor.
Why not?
You got a headache. Don't do anything about it. If you got back problems, don't go see the ortho. Until what? Till your doctor, your paid, hired gun, and I'll talk about that, comes and does what to my client? Tells him, sir, can you take off your shoes? Okay. Oh, he bent over to take off his shoes with no problems. What do you get out of that? Unfortunately, they call it a IME, independent medical examination. There's nothing independent about the insurance companies forcing you to go and see their doctors, right? Not at all. Hold on. We're going to take a little commercial break.
But I got high. I'm taking the next semester.
Yeah.
And I know
why. Because she got high. Because she got high. Because she got high. Yeah. She wanted to touch my client. No way. I said, why? She tried to threaten me in an email, and I said, look, I set the law, the standard. Think about that. She's trying to come and tell me that she's entitled to a defense medical examination. But what they don't realize, and I really don't tell them until they start filing all these motions with the court, is that August 31st, 2018, Court of Appeals for the 1st District of Texas, this was my first precedent-setting case. 18 months. 18 months we waited in the Court of Appeals, came back and said, you can't just come and say, give me an exam. Let me intrude on your... You have to go and get all the records. You have to retain your expert. You have to review all the depositions. You have to go and examine everything available, past records, past surgical, everything. And only then, with an affidavit from your expert, only then, may a court, I mean, they could without it, right? But First Court of Appeals, only then are you entitled to a defense medical examination. And this was hard, but in essence, I made sure that defense lawyers in Texas can't just send me that email that says, tell your client to stop helping himself, smashed in the back by a tow truck. Tell him that's wrong. Don't do that. I haven't told her about this. If she's watching, Henry Sanchez, go look it up, First Court of Appeals. So back to Joe Biden, our friend. I love the fact that he did what he did. Because marijuana should not be illegal. Remember, back in the days, marijuana was scheduled the same as heroin because people were afraid. They couldn't tax it. They couldn't make money on it. They wanted to make marijuana departments. They made scary movies that someone would take a blunt or a joint, smoke it, and just start going crazy. Which is, it's the opposite, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at the song, man. He wanted to go to school, but he got high. It doesn't make you go crazy, right?
Not at all.
And now, finally, after all these years, with so many states that have legalized marijuana, our president came out and said he is not going to criminalize small possessions of marijuana, which is great, but ask yourself one question, guys. You ever been pulled over by the FBI for smoking a joint?
No. No.
You got a friend that was arrested by the FBI for an ounce of weed?
Nope.
FBI really doesn't care about a joint, an ounce, 50 pounds, or even 100 pounds. right? It's all in the states. But it's a start to federally decriminalize it, because all these other states that have legalized marijuana, people can, in peace, without concerns of having their dispensaries shut down or getting in trouble, by some federal individual, which won't happen. But it's also an incentive for states that are borderline, like Texas. What's up, Texas? I heard Beto. Beto said the same thing, that he wanted illegal. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it finished?
Yeah.
There we go. How do I do it? Here, let me light it up for you.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, guys. We have clients that are involved in an accident, and doctors prescribe them Vicodin, right? Hydrocodone, Tylenol 3. I don't even know. What is it? Diazepam, cyclobenzaprine, tizanidine, Oxycontin. Very strong, addictive medications. Can you imagine if someone's involved in a crash that's suffering from muscle spasms or nerve damage, if they smoke a little weed?
It's crazy. That will literally change the
Right.
treatment of these clients.
We'll be...
No injections, maybe?
I'll be sending out LOPs flipping ounces. But why not? Why not? If a natural herb will help your body recover, scar tissue, reduces inflammation, reduces anxiety,
It does.
helps you sleep at night.
Very much.
And a lot of clients do have a hard time just sleeping. Which
Right.
is when you should rest and you can't.
Your mind's going at 100 miles an hour. Helps you focus. And why not legalize it? I wanted to bring a real one, but I couldn't get a hold of my drug dealer. No, I'm kidding. But, I think Joe Biden did a great thing. And it is opening the door to a lot of benefits in the future. And hopefully it brings about a major change in locking up individuals. Someone with a joint gets pulled over. I got a friend, he was a little kid. He's a lawyer now. The cop found what was on the 0.015 grams. He found a seed and some debris in his car when he was young and locked him up. And that caused him problems after law school to get his bar, permission to sit for the bar exam. But a small little joint causes lifetime problems. Lifetime problems. You can't get a job. Hard to get into school. Right?
Yes,
You
sir.
can't get a job, you can't get a house. You can't get a house, maybe you can't get a family, you can't get a car. You can't really do anything over one little joint. I mean, maybe not this little. A little bit more little or bigger, right? So hopefully it has an effect that makes our community stronger and frees a lot of individuals who really, it's not a crime, they didn't commit a crime. Possession of a joint or even an ounce or 2 ounces. They just shouldn't be locked up. So my friends, happy Friday. Ready to shut us down?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us again. And if you have any questions, hit us up on the DM. If you get arrested for any reason, especially for marijuana, call us any time of day, 24/7. We're here to help.
All right.
Yep. And, enjoy your Friday. Make it the best Friday yet, just like every Friday, my friends. Aw,
Yes.
man, you a beginner or what? You coughing?
Just putting the effect.
See you guys.
Sorry.
How do we play that song again?